So today is my first day of being vegetarian for Lent. I had vegetable soup for dinner and I'm making a cake for dessert. And by I mean we are. So while the oven preheats, I thought that we would take a tour of my bookshelf. Okay, so we're going to start our way at the bottom and work our way to the top. So this is the very bottom shelf. That's a picture of my little sister and I at my high school graduation, and there is my sheep. A couple of collections of interesting young adult short stories. Prom as hell, love as hell, those collections. Okay, so this cube tends to be hidden behind a picture of collage of stuff of my best friend and I from high school. So that's a Nora Roberts collection that my mother was reading, and therefore I ended up reading. Shel Silverstein, because what collection isn't complete without that? There's 2 lit mags. Also, there's an Agatha Christie book about sheep, and Walt Whitman. Can you see Walt? Alright, so here's the cube. It's a cross from that cube on this little spectrum, just by the way. So, this cube has Jane Austen's complete novels, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, some fairy tales, some sonnets, poetry, a couple of writing books. Peter Pan. I love Peter Pan. Alright. Now, up in the center is the one that my head normally blocks. So, in this cube, we have all of the John Green novels. We also have an E. Lockhart novel that was signed by her, and then one above that, it's also by E. Lockhart. Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist, a couple of Maureen Johnson novels, some Sarah Dessen, Laurie Hall Sanderson over there, Perks of Being a Wallflower, which made me want to be a young adult author. Oh, and Zombies vs. Unicorns. Can't forget them. So here we have, you know, books that I had to have for class, but the rest of these I bought for myself. So what I should have said was last cube. Brains by Robin Becker. It's a really great zombie novel. If you haven't read it yet, do it. She was a professor at my undergrad. So there's Flannery O'Connor, some more Jane Austen. The Brief Encounters by Ben Fountain is amazing. Some Roald Dahl. There's some Lahiri. I actually don't know where the namesake went. It's a little strange. Anyway, Bridie Mukherjee, because I like her a lot. Seamus Heaney, because, you know, I like him a lot. Anne Sexton, Ceremony, because that's the only Native American book that made it up here, but I really, really love Native American literature. And The Bell Jar, because it's pretty much what started my obsession with literature. So in case you were wondering, most of my books didn't make it from Arkansas to Chicago because I don't have any room for them. I left like 3/4 of my books, you know, somewhere in the South in a box. Yeah. Okay, so let's go and make a cake. Hello! So I don't know if you ever made a cake with using soda before. Today we're going to use root beer. Ta-da! Okay, and I have no idea where I got it. I heard once it was a Weight Watchers recipe, but I highly doubt that Weight Watchers intended for me to use root beer with my cake mix. But yeah, so you take cake mix, and by that I mean I got this one because it was the closest thing to my apartment. Okay, so put it in the bowl. Ta-da! It's in the bowl! Yay! Okay, so next you put in 16 ounces of soda, which means I'm not going to put in all of the root beer, which is why I always get root beer, because it's my favorite soda. Okay, so basically that's 2 cups. So we have 1 cup of soda. Right there. You can see the foam. 2nd cup goes into the bowl. This is what it looks like when you put soda and cake mixture. It's kind of gross. So yeah, then you stir the mixture together because you have to make cake batter. But see, it looks like normal cake batter when it's all stirred together, right? I hope so. Then you just pour it into the cake pan, which mine looks like this. And you cook it for however long it tells you to, and ta-da, you have cake. So I just wanted to show you that the cake looks normal. That mark in the middle is because I was trying to make sure it was done. We're going to let it cool off and put some icing on it. So yeah, if you make one, tell me how you like it in the comments, and otherwise, tell me what you think of the library. I will see you probably next week. I've got some homework to catch up on. Cake.